guys, it's Kate Journey, and I am back today with my commonplace notebook kind of flip through and set up. So I realized that at the end of the last commonplace notebook setup, I completely forgot to show you what the lettering looked like filled in. I also realized while using it that I hated the stickers that I was doing here, so I'm going to go through while I set it up and do some dot markers instead of the stickers. It's a little sticky. I might take some scrap of paper and glue it over that, but I haven't decided yet. I've not filled out my index, and I have not added to my books to read list at all. I've been very, very busy. It's been a very, very long month. And if you'll notice, I did not read the books that I had planned on reading. I ended up actually reading How to Make a Living as a Writer by James Scott Bell and taking just a whole bunch of notes from it, which I'm really, really happy about. I actually learned a lot from that book. So my setup, here's my notes from the book, and this line on the side and this bottom I used a lot in these first couple of pages, but then I found myself using them less. Sometimes because I'm like, okay, I'm just going to immediately shove like my notes from this into my planner so that I know that I need to be implementing this, and some of it just because I didn't have anything to say beyond taking the notes. And that's me creating my own thing from the book. If you read it, you'll know. So then there's more notes, and I use this bottom part not at all after this. So after these pages, I didn't even set it up. But I do continue to use the side here. So yeah. And then by the time I got to the end, I was just no longer using the bottom like at all. Was not interested. I didn't need it. So I'm thinking for December, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump to a voiceover here in a minute. I'm going to set up December, and then I'm just going to set up the other pages like this. Only I'm going to continue the line at the top, but I'm going to drop it down one box. So I'm going to do two boxes up top so that I can write down the name of the book and the author. Yeah. Anyway, it's very, so far it's been very, very useful, and I don't know, I'm very excited about it. I've always wanted to have a reading journal, and I've started one a couple of times, but when I was mixing books that were like fun fantasy books that I was writing about and taking notes on versus stuff that I was trying to learn from, it got really messy and muddled and just like not using it after a while. So I'm really happy with how this is going, and hopefully I stay with it. So anyway, I'm going to jump into finishing this setup and the voiceover. Okay, so for the month of December, I am once again using that hipster font. This might be my last month doing it just because this is quite the pain in the butt and I keep messing it up. I think I'm just really out of practice with hand lettering and things like that, and I'm not sure I want to turn that into a project that I want to jump into. All of my creative energy right now is being pushed towards my books and, book covers and things like that. And as much as I would love to have an art journal again and be painting again and all of those things, at the moment, it is just more important for me, for my business and for my family, for me to be using all of my creative energy on writing my books. So anyway, I'm trying not to turn this into like a huge project and instead of the tool that it's supposed to be. This basic, simple, one-page kind of dashboard area really worked well for me last month. I don't really feel like I need to expand on it. I might expand a little bit when I jump into 2025. I might set up some sort of like bigger goal section. I haven't decided yet, but I do know that I don't want to turn... Again, I just don't want to turn this into a project, so I'm going to do my best to not to. I have a lot of other planners to set up in the meantime anyway. Okay, so my camera apparently cut out in the middle of doing this, which is fine. That happens. So I've set up December, and I decided that this time it needed some color because I can't do the black and white, just plain. I can't deal with it. So for this month, for the month of December, I want to read The Successful Author Mindset by Joanna Penn. And I want to get back into Seven-Figure Fiction by T. Taylor, and then Writing Diverse Characters. That one it's like a group of authors that wrote that one, I believe. And then for the research that I want to do YouTube content ideas for authors, and then short video copy and ads for authors. So we'll see how much of this that I get through. I know that I'm probably going to start here and then move into this one, and then hopefully go into this one. If I end up doing this one in January, it is what it is. but I'm very happy with what I accomplished at the end of November with reading James Scott Bell's book, just because I have a very hard time taking time to myself to read. Most of my time has been frantically writing and taking care of my kids. So taking that time to just kind of step back and be the entrepreneur and the business person for a minute was really refreshing. So I'm excited to get back into kind of that part of this process. So anyway, I'm not going to take you guys through me setting up these next pages over here. I will do a flip through of my notes again at the end of December, and I will be back next week with a video. Let me see, what's my plan? Next week is going to be a video about my my goal board that I set up, and about how I'm trying to kind of just keep myself on task, because I've learned a lot about myself over this last quarter, and I'm really excited about implementing the changes that I know I can accomplish over the next year. So anyway, I will be back next week for that. So there's my notes of what I'm going to be doing, because I have to write literally everything on note cards. Like, it's ridiculous. Anyway, hi, editing Kaylee here. So I completely forgot to show the part where I added the tab in and where I did my key. So here I've got the Zig Clean dot markers, and they kind of barely show up very lightly on this paper. You might not even be able to see that very well on camera. No, as I shake everything. No, you can see it pretty well. So we've got purple, blue, kind of a teal, a light green, and then a dark green. And for that last book, I just decided that it fit the productivity label the best. So what I did here is I'm basically marking like this top edge right here with the color. And you can see it better in person, but it just basically tells me that all of those pages are dedicated to a book on productivity. Now, will I continue with this throughout the life of the notebook? I don't know. We'll see. I also need to remember to add this book into my index under November. But I want to make sure that I threw that in there and showed it, because I completely forgot to film it. I'm not going to have a vlog this weekend because I know I haven't been doing any writing. My daughter broke her finger at school on Monday. Tuesday we were in the hospital until 2 in the morning. So on Tuesday we slept we slept in, and then I didn't get any writing done. And then yesterday I kind of started a vlog, and it didn't go anywhere because I'm plotting instead of doing writing sprints. I did get a bunch of words in yesterday, which is great. I actually got 4,700 something or odd words. And a lot of it was dictated, which was really kind of cool. I forgot how much faster I get words down when I'm dictating. So anyway, I might discuss more of that next week. I might not, but I don't believe I'm going to have a vlog this weekend. So the next time that I will be back will be next week with that kind of goal board setup. It's over that way. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will be back next week.